Welcome to my channel Living Linux. My sponsor DTV Electronics, they sent me the CmRat and they also suggested to test CasaOS. So CasaOS is like, well, you can use it as a small file server and you can also add apps. And in this case we're running on Raspberry Pi OS. And then the installation is quite simple. You just copy this command and then you execute it. And then it will install Docker and it will install the Docker image. And then at the end, it will report the IP address where the server can be found. But then you still have to do some setup. So I'm on the CmRat at the moment, so with the browser I can just go to localhost and then you get this dashboard, and in my case the SSD was not automatically added, so you can just go to the storage manager. Well, here you can see that it is added, but if you're missing a drive, then just go to create storage and then it should be really easy to add it. So you can go to the files and then you can add the SSD. So just choose new local storage. Well, in my case I already added it, so don't need to do that again. And then in my case I added a directory and I decided to share this directory. So now it says stop sharing, but of course if you haven't shared it yet, then you can choose to share it. And then from there it should be quite easy. Now, yeah, if you forgot your IP address, then it's really easy to find it. So here you can see 192.168.0.21. Well, you also see this 172 range. That's because of the Docker container. The Docker container also gets its own IP address. But in this case, this is the IP address that the other devices need to search for. So what if you forgot the IP address and you're running headless and you're too lazy to connect a screen and a keyboard? There is one other thing that you can try to do as long as you don't have that many devices on your network. And that is just do a scan. And oh yeah, that's not smart because I'm not in the 100 range, but I have a 0 there, and this one you need to keep at 0 because it will go through all the IP addresses from there. So here you can see that there are other devices on the network. So as long as it's a limited amount, then probably, yeah, it's not really hard to find your server again. And I have a laptop with Pop! OS. So yeah, in the file manager, I can go to other locations, and then I was able to see the server, and then you can click on it. You need to give your credentials, and then I was able to go to the file share. So yeah, at that time I only had 2 files in it, and I was able to add files, I was able to remove files, edit files. So yeah, that was all working nicely. And yeah, you can add more functionality than just a file server, because they also have an app store. Yeah, perhaps you see something interesting there. Perhaps some people know Jellyfin, image, SyncThing is perhaps also very interesting if you really want to make sure that your files are stored over multiple devices, just in case one of them dies, or at least is no longer available. And yeah, just have a look at the applications that are available. So yeah, CasaOS is really easy to install. You don't need that much to do for it. A little bit of setup, but from there you should be good to go. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.